Hello students, in previous class we discussed about sound and vibrating bodies producing the sound. So to understand this we discussed some activities also. So now we will discuss one more topic. Sound has energy. Does sound has energy? Yes. Let us find out. Okay. So what is our activity name? Sound has energy. Okay, so to now we will prove this sound has energy with one activity. So to perform this activity we need one plastic bottle and cell phone. Cut the top of the bottle so that it look like a glass. Okay, take a bottle, cut the top of the bottle so that it looks like a glass. Now take a mobile phone, play songs on the mobile phone in high volume and place it in the bottle. Okay, so next take a mobile phone, play a song in the mobile phone with high volume and place it in the bottle. Next, close the mouth of the bottle with the balloon by using a rubber band so that it covers the bottle as shown in the figure 6. Okay, and stretch it tightly so as to behave like a diaphragm. Okay, so stretch the rubber band and balloon tightly, then it is behave like a diaphragm. Now place some sugar crystals or small sand particles and observe the movement of a particles. So now take some sugar particles or sand particles, place the sugar particles or sand particles on the surface of a balloon as shown in the figure. Okay, and observe the movement of the particles. Okay, next, so what we can observe here, while the cell phone playing a song inside the bottle, the diaphragm vibrates and which can be seen through the dancing of sand particles. Okay, so here we place a mobile phone. In mobile phone we are playing song with high volume. Okay, so while the cell phone playing a song inside the bottle, that time we can observe the movement of a sand particles or sugar particles on the surface of a balloon. Okay, so how the sand particles or sugar particles are dancing? Why? Because the sound produced by the cell phone inside the bottle is responsible for this vibration. Okay, so here the sound is produced by cell phone. Okay, here the sound is produced by cell phone. That cell phone is inside the bottle. Okay, this sound is responsible for the dancing or vibration of the sugar particles or sand particles. Okay, so the sound has energy to make the sand particles to vibrate on the diaphragm. Okay, so the sound this have energy. Okay, so the sound has energy that make the sand particles or sugar particles to vibrate on the balloon surface. Okay, next do the same activity without cell phone, means do the same activity after removing the cell phone from the bottle. What do you observe? Okay, so if we do the same activity by removing the cell phone, then we can observe when there is no cell phone inside the bottle, sand particles on the uh, balloon surface are remain stationary. Okay, so when there is no cell phone inside the bottle, then we can observe that the sand particles on the balloon surface are remain stationary, means in that cell phone is not there, so no song is coming, so the sound is not coming. There is cell phone is not there, sound is not coming, that sound not coming, so it don't have energy. That's why we cannot observe any movement in the sand particles or sugar particles. But when there is a cell phone in that, and that cell phone is songs, from the cell phone songs are coming, so that songs means from the cell phone sound is coming, no, that sound has energy. So due to that sound, sand particles or sugar particles are vibrating. So by this activity we can prove that the sound has energy. Now we will discuss one more topic, musical instruments. You might have observed many musical instruments like tabla, flute, harmonium, and guitar. Okay, did you see these musical instruments? What are the musical instruments? Like tabla, flute, guitar, and harmonium. The sound produced by these instruments are distinct. Means the sound produced by these different instruments are different. Okay, it is easy for us to identify which sound is coming from which instruments. Okay, so this tabla, flute, harmonium, and guitar, these all are the musical instruments, and these different types of musical instruments producing different types of sounds. Okay, but it is easy to us to identify the which sound is coming from which instrument. How do they produce the sound? These instruments produce the sound due to vibrations. Okay, why there is a difference between the sounds produced by various instruments? Okay, so these various instruments producing the sound, no? Then the sound produced by the various instruments is different. Why like that? Why? Because the mode of vibration is different. Okay, so the mode of vibration is different. That's why there is a difference between the sound produced by various instruments. Which part of this instrument is responsible for production of sound? Different parts are for different instruments. Okay, so here different types of instruments, different parts are produced sounds. Okay, so in different types of instruments, different parts are producing the sound. So these different parts for these different parts are producing the different sound. In different types of instruments, different parts are responsible for the production of sound. Okay, so now we will discuss different types of instrument, and in that which part is responsible for vibration. Now we will discuss. Okay, so what we are discussing? We are discussing different types of musical instruments, and in that which part is responsible for the vibration, that we are discussing. Okay, so once you see this table, in this table we can observe name of the instrument, means name of the musical instrument, and in that which part is vibrating, that we are discussing. Okay, name of the instrument tabla. Okay, so in that which part is responsible for the vibration? Membrane or air inside the hollow body. Okay, so membrane or air inside the hollow body is responsible for the vibration. Okay, next one more instrument named veena. In this veena, which part is responsible for vibration? String fixed on hollow wooden board. Okay, so in that veena we can observe a string, no? That string fixed on the hollow wooden board is responsible for the production of sound. Okay, next one more musical instrument named flute. So in that flute, which is responsible for production of sound? Air columns. Okay, here flute is there, no? In that flute we can observe some holes. Okay, so these holes means these air columns are responsible for the production of sound. Okay, so like that here also we can observe, we can know veena, and that veena also we can see some strings. These strings on the wooden board are responsible for the production of sound. So here we can observe tabla. On tabla, upside one surface is there, so that surface is called as membrane. Okay, due to that membrane only that sound is producing. Next, clarinet. This is one of the musical instrument. So in this clarinet, which part is responsible for the production of sound? Air columns. Air columns are the responsible for production of sound. Okay, you can observe these musical instruments in this picture also, once you observe the picture and observe the part. Okay, next, guitar. So in guitar, which part is responsible for the vibration? This guitar also one of the example for musical instrument. In that, which is responsible for vibration? String. Okay, string fixed on hollow wooden board. So in this guitar also we can observe the string. That string is responsible for the production of sound. Next, one more musical instrument name, mridangam. Okay, one more musical instrument name is mridangam. Okay, so in that which part is responsible for the production of sound? Membrane. Okay, membrane and air inside the hollow body. This part is responsible for the production of sound. So here till now we discussed the musical instrument name and which part is responsible for the vibration we discussed. Okay, so in tabla not only a stretched membrane but also the air inside the hollow body also vibrate. Okay, can you name the instruments for which more than one part is responsible for the production of sound? Yes, in tabla and mridangam more than one part is responsible for the production of sound. Okay, so in tabla and mridangam more than one part is responsible for the production of sound. Okay, what is that more than one part? What will you name the part name? Okay, will you give the part name? Okay, membrane one part and air inside the hollow body. So these are the okay, these two parts are okay, these parts are responsible for the production of a sound. How do you compare the production of sound in a flute and sound from the holes of a telephone pillar during the wind blow? We blow air into the flute and always changes the air columns according to the tunes. Okay, so we blow air into the flute and it always changes the air column according to the tunes. Whereas in a water tap we will get sound due to change in air column with flow of water. Now we will discuss one more activity, producing a sound that resembles a sound of rainfall. Okay, so how can we produce the sound? That sound is how it is similar to rainfall. Now we will discuss. Start clapping with forefinger on left hand palm. Add the middle finger and clap again. Then ring finger and lastly small finger successively, and reverse the process gradually. If all the students in your class do it simultaneously, the sounds produced would be resembles the set and stopping of rainfall. So here nothing but we can make the sound similar to the stopping of rainfall. So how can we make the sound similar to stopping of rainfall? First, start clapping with forefinger on the left palm. Okay, take your forefinger and clap with that forefinger on the left hand palm. Next, add middle finger and clap again. So after this forefinger, add the middle finger and clap again. Next, add the ring finger and clap again, and add a small finger lastly. Okay, next reverse the process gradually. So ask all the students in your class to do the same way. Okay, then we can observe the sound produced would be similar to the stopping of rainfall. Okay, first with the help of four fingers start clap on your left hand palm and add middle finger and clap again, and add ring finger, clap again, and add last finger, small finger, and add clap again. Okay, so reverse the same process. Okay, and ask your all friends to do the same way. Then we can listen the sound similar to the stopping of rainfall. Okay, like this we can produce a sound of stopping rainfall. Now we will discuss one more activity, observing the changes in sound. Okay, so how can we observe the changes in sound? Now we will discuss. Take 4 to 5 metal or glass bowls or tumblers. Take 4 or 5 metal glass bowls or tumblers, fill them with water in increasing order, and strike gently each bowl or tumbler with a spoon. So what do you hear? we can hear a musical sound. Okay. Now fill the bowls or tumblers with equal amounts of water. Strike each ball like a bouquet and listen the sound. First time we filled the bowls with the increasing order of water. Okay. Next time we filled the bowls or tumblers with equal amounts of water. Okay. So here we filled the bowls or tumblers with equal amounts of water, and each we strike the each ball like a bouquet and we listen the sound. So what difference do you notice in the sound produced? It does not produce the musical note in this case. Okay. So second time when we fill the tumblers with equal amounts of water, it does not produce the musical note in this case. Okay. Why is there variation in the sound produced due to change in the water level of a bowl? Okay. Why there is a variation in the sound produced due to change in the water level of a bowl? The change is due to change in the air column. Okay. So this change is due to change in the air column. The sounds are produced by the vibrating bodies and the air passes through the instruments. Okay, air passes through the orifices of the instruments. So by this activity we can prove that the sound is produced by the vibrating bodies and uh, the air passes through the air columns of the instruments. With the help of that the sound is produced. Okay, so here we took 4 to 5 metal glasses or bowls and we filled them in with water in the increasing order, and we strike gently each bowl with a spoon. That time we can hear the musical sound. And when we fill the bowls or tumbler with equal amount of water and when we strike it, we cannot listen any sound. So that time it does not produce any sound in this case. Okay. So why there is a variation in the sound produced due to change in the water level of a bowl? This change is due to change in the air column. Okay. That is the sound is produced by the vibrating bodies. Bismillah Khan, the most outstanding and world-famous Sanai player, he was born in small village in Bihar about 80 years ago. He spent his childhood in the holy city of Varanasi on the bank of the Ganga. So where his uncle was the official Sanai player in the famous Vishwanatha temple. Okay, his name is Bismillah Khan. Is one of the world famous Sanai player. Okay, so he was born in a small village in Bihar about 80 years ago, and he spent his childhood in the holy city of Varanasi on the bank of the Ganga. So where his uncle was the official Sanai player in the famous Vishwanatha temple. His name is Chitti Babu. His name is Chitti Babu. He born on October 13 in 1936. He was renowned classical musician from India. He is one of the greatest Veena artists in the field of Karnataka music, a specialty of South India. He became a legend in his own lifetime. His name was synonymous with musical instrument Veena, and he was and still is known in the Karnataka music world simply as a Veena Chitti Babu. Chitti Babu is one of the uh, renowned classical musician from India and is greatest Veena artist in the field of Karnataka music, a specialty of South India, and he became a legend in his own lifetime. Okay. Chitti Babu is one of the Veena artists and Bismillah Khan is one of the famous Sanai player. Okay, till now which topic we discussed? We discussed the topic sound has energy and musical instruments, and in different types of musical instruments we discussed. In the different types of musical instruments, which parts are producing the sound, that we discussed. and we discussed how to produce the sound that is similar to the stopping of rainfall, that we discussed. And we discussed about the changes in sound. Okay, these are the topics we discussed. In next topic, we discussed about sounds produced by human beings. Okay, sounds produced by the human beings we will discuss in next topic, and we will discuss about the structure of voice box. Okay, and we will discuss about the observing the movement of a vocal cord during the speech. About these topics we will discuss in next class.